welcome to my channel and my first ever upload. So thank you so much for clicking. So this is basically what I'm going to call my first proper build, and when I say proper, I basically mean that I actually put a lot of time and effort into it, and I'm going on a mission to become a better builder, because I'm definitely a beginner at the moment and I really want to get to like serious builder levels. I'm thinking kind of along the lines of like Griffey, Jessica Pye, who are actually amazing and I'm obsessed with, by the way. So yeah, like I think I can probably only dream to be as good as them, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, so this build ended up being what I would say is an English manor, and I really struggled, which is pretty much what my channel is going to be about. Just struggling and learning and figuring things out, and yeah, just struggling basically. But yeah, I'm not gonna act like I've never built in The Sims before, because I have been playing Sims since I was a kid, so I have obviously picked up some knowledge and tips and tricks along the way. But like I said, I want to be on serious levels now. That's it. Just want to be serious about it. Anyways, enough rambling. On to the build itself. So I just want to start by saying that currently I only have seasons, cats and dogs, city living, cottage living, get together, and the laundry stuff pack. And I will of course be growing my expansion pack collection as I go, but slowly, because I'm kind of broke. So yeah, anyways, what you've just witnessed is me just absolutely losing it over the roof and just giving up basically. I saw a tutorial somewhere which looks so cool with the flat roof, and I think it looks more realistic with the flat roof personally, but anyways, it just wasn't quite making sense when I actually tried it, so I just gave up and I've gone with what I know here. But guys, please recommend me some good roofing tutorials, especially ones where they explain it as if I'm 5 years old, because unfortunately that's what I need. But yeah, you'll see I've just gone super basic on the roof, but that's fine. I'll get there in the end, and we're gonna learn and you're gonna learn with me, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm doing the chimney there. That's what you just saw me do, and I've never done a chimney before either, so that was new. And when trying to put the half wall trim on the chimney, I realised that I actually hadn't made half walls. I had just made one half wall, and then the others were just looked like half walls because I had the like wall cutaway turned on. So yeah, I'm just not smooth with it. It's things like that, and I'm going to become much better with it eventually. So yeah, but what you will notice is that it doesn't look like an English manor, because I didn't really know what I was going with to begin. I just started. I was like, I know I just really want to like put some effort into this and make it really good, but it kind of starts off looking more like I don't know, but maybe like an American family home, but I don't really know anything about America, so I could be wrong. But you'll see a massive switch up when I just am like, nah, screw this, we're doing English manor vibes. And also, why do I just have such a little selection of windows? There's like nothing to choose from, and I know I've only got 6 or 7 packs, but what are we getting? Like, I don't know, what, like 2 new windows per pack? Because I feel like I'm missing something. Surely I'm not only having this amount of windows still. But yeah, anyways, it doesn't matter. We'll build it all up slowly. So now I decided to do some landscaping, and I really, really, really wanted it to be good. Because normally I just put a tree in a bush and then I'm like, okay, that's it now, because where I live we don't really have landscaping, it's just concrete everywhere. So yeah, I don't really know much about it, to be honest, but I think this ended up looking really cute, like the little enclosure for the flowers and stuff. But the problem is, when I go on to do the front porch, I accidentally delete the stairs and I don't notice. So where I've lined up the little stones with the stairs, once the stairs get deleted, they don't line up anymore. And then when I redo the stairs, they are a different style. So that's something I didn't notice until I was editing the footage, but it's okay. That's fine. Again, it's all a learning curve. So yeah, I think it ended up looking pretty good. And I don't know why I chose to do the landscaping before the walls, but it's fine. So also, I really wanted to try to do something that was not just a rectangle with windows, but I think it maybe is just a bit of a rectangle with windows, which isn't really what I want, to be honest. Also, somebody just knocked on my door and it's really thrown me off because I was like in the middle of recording and I've never done this before. I've never recorded a voiceover. I've never done anything like this before, and somebody just knocked on my door and I thought it was the delivery that I'm waiting for. So I was like, okay, it's important, let me actually just like stop this recording and go. And it was just some woman like, oh, we're going around asking people who are over 30. And I was like, well, I'm not over 30, but I'm in the middle of something. And then I felt really bad and now I'm just all thrown off. But anyways, you've seen the switch up now. It's no longer looking like an American modern house. It's looking a bit more English manor-y. But I don't know, like I just feel like with what I've got at the moment, with not a lot of hacks, I feel like it's easier to create these kinds of builds. Like I feel like the modern stuff maybe needs like some other packs. I don't know yet because I haven't got them, but I just felt like this was much more suited to what I wanted to do. And I basically ended up coming up with like this whole idea that it was kind of in like the 50s or like the 40s or 50s, and yeah, I just think it's really cute. But you'll see, like I tried to find cars that were like more suited to that era, but obviously I only had what was available in the debug section, and I think the cars probably don't fit the era, but it is what it is. And yeah, I kind of had the idea with this like little extension part. It's obviously got like the stone wall, which is different to the main house, and my idea was that maybe that little extension bit was added on in like the early 1900s and was maybe like created for as more of like a little annex for like a maid or a nanny or something along those lines. And I did decorate the inside, and I think it's so cute, like what I've done with like the kind of little annex and then the little granny room. It's really cute, but I didn't show the inside in this video, so I'm gonna do another video for the inside because I'm just really not confident with interiors at all. I mean, I'm not confident with exteriors either, but I don't know, like interiors I just really need help with. But I'll show you and you can let me know, and you can also give me tips because that's the whole idea here. But yeah, I think this little roof that I added here is so cute as well. Oh, here we go, the stairs, they disappeared. Yeah, and you can see that the stones don't match up anymore. That's so annoying. But, I mean, what can you do? It's not the end of the world. It's just really annoying because the oh my god, what do you call that? Like, the soil like sticks out way past it now, and it just looks so bad. I can't believe I didn't notice. But yeah, another thing I'm kind of struggling with is like the placement of windows, because I don't know, it just feels like I want it to be like so symmetrical on the outside, but in reality houses are not like that. So yeah, give me some tips on windows and what you guys would do. But anyways, I've just moved on to kind of like the front garden area, and look at the wall attaching to the annex. Look at that. It's got the foundation on it, so it's raised up. And how do you avoid that? How do you make the wall come from the main house but not be on like a high up foundation? Because that's really annoying. Oh, so I pulled these cars out of the debug, and yeah, as you can see, I think they were like the most old-fashioned ones I could find, but they're just not quite fitting in with the era. But I think it's still fine. It still looks super cute, like parked out there. And I'm finally filling out my little flower garden thingy-majiggy, and yeah, I struggled because I never know whether you're meant to mix plants. Like, am I meant to have like loads of random different plants, or am I meant to keep it like the same plant in the same area? Like, am I making any sense? I don't know. But I kind of ended up going for like similar like flowers in each section because I don't know, I just thought maybe the people that live here would have like a bit more of like an organised flower bed, and that's kind of what I went for. But yeah, I think it does end up looking good, but I think next time I'll try and just do I don't know, like I think it needs more. Not more in there, but like just more in general around the whole property, because it is quite concrete at the moment. Also, when you put trees there, I find it really difficult because I really want to like cover like the whole plot in trees, but then they cover up the build and then I can't get good screenshots of my build. So how do you guys get around that? Like, I don't know, it's weird. Also, the ivy kind of situation, it's not ivy, it's wisteria. The wisteria situation is really difficult to make it look like natural, if you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of just, I don't know, it just looks stuck on, which it obviously is because it's Sims, but it just looks like it's just slapped on and that we're just hoping for the best. So how do we make our ivy look a bit more natural? Is there a way to do that? But yeah, you'll also see like through the windows that I have done the interior by this point, and I think like the downstairs is super cute. But yeah, I really need some more tips with that because it's just I find it so hard. But look at this little area, like I think it looks so nice, the front porch, with the flowers, and like, yeah, I just think it's so nice. So this house ended up being, I think, 1, 2, 3, so like 3 bedrooms in the main house, and then obviously like the other bedroom in the kind of like annex part of the house. And the annex basically has the kitchen on the ground floor, and then when you go up to the first floor, it has like a separate doorway through the kitchen, up the stairs in the kitchen, to get into like that upstairs room, which is where the nanny would live. And I just think that's so sweet. Like, she has like her own kind of like little separate area, and then she comes downstairs to the kitchen in the morning to work. So yeah, I think that worked really well. The back garden, no, don't even talk to me about the back garden, because what on earth are you guys doing? Like, how are you making these back gardens look so good? Because I don't know what I created, but it's just not what I wanted. Like, it's so plain and so boring. There's just really not much like going on, and I just think it's not great, to be honest. Again, like the landscaping, I've put these kind of like are they long grass? Yeah, like these long grass with the blue dotted around, but I could have done so much more. It's just, yeah, it's not great, but you know, I've done what I can. I think this little chair and table situation is cute. Yeah, I maybe could have done like a little roof over that porch, or made it a wraparound porch. That could have been nice. And I don't know, like what else could I have put into this garden? Because I didn't want it to be really modern or have like decking or anything like that, and I kind of wanted it to be not run down, because obviously these people would have like money and they would have people that they have a maid, so I mean they wouldn't have a rundown garden, but I just don't feel like they would have crazy like features in the garden. But I think I should have just included maybe like some vegetable patches, way more flowers. I'm just putting loads of random stuff out of the debug here, because how do you guys deal with debug? Because how am I meant to find anything that I need in here? Yeah, it's stressful, but I basically just went through and I just started putting stuff out, because I just was like, I need something else going on in this garden. Like, I need it to look a little bit more lived in, or just something a bit more exciting going on. So all of those fences that I pulled out, I was like, okay, this could be cute. Like, because in my head I'm like, I guess I couldn't choose between the family who currently live there actually being like a young family in the 40s or 50s, or whether it would be like a more modern family in like the 90s or something, who have just inherited this house from their grandparents or something, and so it hasn't been like done up in a while and it is a bit run down, which, yeah, that probably does fit the vibe a little bit more. So that would make a bit more sense for the garden, and then that's kind of what I was thinking at this point. But yeah, also guys, I'm so sorry, I have such bad hay fever, so I probably sound really sniffly and really weird, but that's why. It's because I have hay fever. I'm dying. So yeah, the garden, there could have just been so much more going on, but I decided to move those walls from the debug around to the front, because I just felt like that wall that I had, like the fence wall, was really not cutting it. Look, how did I not notice that massive gap in the wall there? How did I not notice that? I hope I fixed that. I must fix it, surely. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave the voiceover here, because we're coming to the end, and I'm so proud of how it turned out. I think it's actually super cute. There is so much to improve and so much that I'm gonna learn, but that's fine. That's what we're here to do. Thank you so much for watching my first ever video, if anybody does watch it. And I really hope that some of you come back for the next one. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it, and I also appreciate any tips that you have. So yeah, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you.